It's grand final time. It's Happy versus OrcWorker. And it's Echo Isles now. We saw Echo Isles just now between OrcWorker and Believe with swapped spawn positions now. Let's see if OrcWorker is gonna win on Echo Isles again, or if Happy is gonna pull this off and go in this with a 1-0 lead. But yeah, either way, like 100 population fights, Orc might be the worst with usual army composition as I said, but I mean it depends. If, like, let's assume they would have like Tauren, Wyvern casters, then they definitely don't have the worst 100 pop fight, I guess. But again, that's one of those things where it's like, it's kind of pointless to talk about, because that's very unlikely to happen in a 1v1 competitive game. Why do we never see Tauren and Shaman buffs? Well, except for that one compatibility patch that didn't do jack shit in March or February, or whenever that was. We didn't see any patches for the past, like, what, 6 years? So, I mean, we don't see any kind of buffs or nerfs, so I mean, I think that's like the main problem instead of Shamans or Tauren. By the way, Happy beat Worker 1 week ago, that's replaying W3 Arena. Well, that's nice, but I mean, I guess it doesn't happen. I guess it happens sort of often anyway. That they like that really high level players meet each other in ladder and stuff.
A player's forces are under attack.
Where can I download replays? When I Google, I only get databases that aren't updated for 2 years. Your best bet for some replays is the like tft.w3arena.net. There's just no proper replay site anymore right now for like English speaking people, I think. The only one that I know of is like a website where you can get NetEase replays. Problem is you have to watch them through NetEase and such, which doesn't work right now because you can't download the client anymore. Not with the current patch, it's just completely bugged. And like for 1.26, I don't know, there's a section on the godgame.ru website where you can download Gera Cup replays. That one's not being updated for the past few Gera Cups either though, so it's kind of an issue. But yeah, that's about all I know about that, to be honest. I mean, playing Torrents and Shamans for Bloodlust, isn't at least one Shaman for Bloodlust in Blade Master good? How often do you get tier 3 Orc though, and how often does your opponent not have Dispel? They almost always have Dispel. Like, if you go for tier 3 versus Orc, it's usually against Undead, and they always have Dispel anyway because of Destroyers. Damn, that was a close one. Either way, let's focus on the game a bit more. OrcWorker went for the same creep route again that he did against Belief as well, getting the item here first, that was a circlet. Then getting this here, getting a circle at the shop, equipping the whole spot. Got a replenishment potion again, so for OrcWorker it's exactly the same game as the game against Believe earlier, only that Happy is playing this a bit differently. Going quite aggressive here with his DK, got level 2 now as well by creeping behind Ulfis with his Fiends and Skeletons, and gets a pick off on the ground. Cost him all of his mana pool though. He was almost able to steal the Ogre Mauler here, but OrcWorker I mean, actually was able to get it in time. Now, one funny thing is actually, if OrcWorker would have gotten a Ring of Protection here instead of a Circlet, he might not have been able to finish the Ogre Mauler in time. Like, that's a very small thing, but he would have had a little bit less DPS for the whole spot, and Happy might have been able to steal the Ogre Mauler because of that, which is actually an interesting thing to keep in mind. So it was definitely a nice call by Happy to go there and try to go for it at least. He still got a grunt out of it as well, it was pretty damn nice for him. So Happy so far having a pretty good early game, now going for some insane evasion creeping here. OrcWorker doesn't know about it, but Happy still rallied his feet over there, so OrcWorker might realize that Happy is probably on the other side of the map. Then again, he knew already that DK is on the other side of the map, so maybe he thinks that the Fiend was just misrallied and the other Fiends are still waiting in base or something. But Happy instead, he's just taking a green spot of OrcWorker, getting closer and closer to the level 3 DK, which is so important in this matchup here. OrcWorker going for an instant tier 3 tech as well as Shadow Hunter. Gonna go for his bestiary now as well, I guess. He has the resources for it. And actually going for some offensive creeping as well. I guess OrcWorker realized that Happy was probably taking some creeps on his side of the map. Didn't want to risk going over there and not finding him just in case, so he rather goes for the counter creeping here as well. Just taking a creep shot away from Happy, especially taking this one is really nice, because this is what it can drop, that Pendant of Energy. Ring of Regen is also not too bad really. False plus 9 and all the beautiful stuff. Gets the Pendant of Energy, definitely worth it for OrcWorker to pick that one off. Because Pendant of Energy on those undead heroes is really, really damn strong. Happy did not get a ton of experience looking at his XP bar. And will not get the level 3 from this level 1 Murloc. 7 XP is still missing. He will get the level 3 though from this Grunt if he can kill it. And it looks really good for him. No speed scroll or healing self on the blade, so that Grunt is dead. There's the level 3. So level 2 call is ready, but that Fiend he might not be able to get the call in time. Gets the block with the DK though. There's the coil just in time. Nicely done by Happy. And he can now pick up that tome as well if he wants to. He missed it though. It's only a +1 tome anyway though. Getting his first statue, tier 3 takes already in production for quite some time as well. And the Lich is about to pop out as well. And the mana potion for the DK. OrcWorker, he knows that he can't really contest this Organ Magi so well right now. So he wants to pick it off right now still while he has time for it. Big invul potion for him, OrcWorker. He's getting so lucky with items right now. Pendant of Energy stolen from his opponent. From his opponent's creep spot. Gets the invul potion on the blade, which is basically the best item that he can get here. Greater healing potion is definitely nice as well, but invul potion especially. 15 seconds of doing whatever he wants. Gets 2 creep stolen as well. Is he too greedy though? Has to use the invul potion. I don't know why he ran back in there. Maybe he wanted to steal the tome or something. I don't know. Would surprise me though that pro player actually loses an invul potion because of a +1 tome though. Either way though, OrcWorker loses his invul potion. He got 2 creep steals in return though, which is not too bad. But losing the invul potion for it, probably still not worth it. Has to be careful, he's dusted. DK was about to coil, but it wouldn't have been enough anyway to finish the Blightmaster off. After all, it's 140 damage. And the Blightmaster had more than that. Tier 3 is ready for OrcWorker, Lightning Orb is ready as well, and the healing potion, but he still cannot take the fight, he doesn't have a healing wave beam. Well, maybe he actually can take the fight, since DK is out of mana, but he still has that mana potion after all. But there's, well, now there actually is healing wave. I guess he was able to steal one of the creeps here with a Shadow Hunter. But OrcWorker is still rather healing up a bit more right now. He doesn't want to risk losing his blade here. And he could take the fight if he gets really good purchase, but he doesn't want to risk it himself right now. Rather wants to wait for his tier 3 to actually kick in.
A player's forces are under attack.
For now, getting the first Kodo. Also wants to get the level 3 Shadow Hunter. Happy going for the Dark Ranger. It's actually unusual. Usually it's always Pit Lord against Shadow Hunter second. And Happy going for the Dark Ranger instead. Not sure why actually. Maybe he wants to go for some sick Blightmaster focus. Yeah, it actually does make sense, I guess. Because with the Dark Ranger you can go for insane Blightmaster focus since there's no Spirit Link. OrcWorker did not go for any Spirit Lodge. Like, it's quite nice for the Orc because you will have a lot more army as Orc, because you don't have to invest in Spirit Lodge, you don't have to invest into Adept upgrade, you don't have to invest into Spirit Walkers, but your Blightmaster takes a lot more damage without the Spirit Link. I mean, even if there's Destroyers, they can't always dispel it, and you can always apply Spirit Link right before you get focused or before you get coiled. So it can save you a lot of HP on the Blade. And Blade has a really nice inventory. The thing is that inventory doesn't matter when he's dead. So it's already really nice for him that he has double circuit for some more survivability. Might sell like Gloves of Haste here to get Invul Potion instead. Well, he might rather want to swap an item over to the Shadow Hunter. Being rather indecisive right now. well, Invul Potion was also not available because Happy bought it first. He has it on his Lich. There is Dust for Happy, and there's also level 2 Call to secure the creep. OrcWorker doesn't want to try to go for it. No Invul Potion. No free inventory slot anyway, so he doesn't want to risk it right now. And what did Happy get? Period of Vitality. That's not too bad, but it's also really not the best item. Ring of Regen for OrcWorker from the Merc camp here. Let's see what he can get now. If he gets a second pendant, it would be ridiculous. Claws plus time would also not be too bad. This is so great about the turtle. The turtle can actually walk through deep water. Or well, swim rather. So you can't just surround it like here, like you would do it with other creeps, because the turtle is just gonna run around. And another pendant of energy. He actually sold the first pendant though, for some gold. And the inventory slots on his blade, I guess.
Forces are under attack.
But OrcWorker now, he has 49 supply against 51. TC is here now as well with the Stomp, but he's gonna die before he can even use one Stomp. Instantly getting silence, getting heal wave, but it was still not enough. That's how fast heroes can die without spilling, even though it was only level 1 Nova. And OrcWorker now, he's really not doing so well in this fight right now. He doesn't have TP, so he can't just get out of this. Happy went for a really nice creep check here. At this point, it's really looking good for OrcWorker. Maybe the Blade Master can bring him back into this game, but again, no Spirit Link for him, so that's not gonna be so easy. And Shadow has to be careful. There was the last healing wave for him, only healed himself with it though. And the Blade Master has to get out there as well. Happy nicely saved those 3 fiends with the burrow. Lich is getting closer to the level up as well. DK is about to get a level up as well. Nice incentive by the Raider, but he needs to micro it right away. There we go.
A player's forces
And
are
Happy
under
just used the
attack.
mana potion as well on the DK. Wants to get that Coda. And Coda is still about to fall. TCS back with at least 1 stomp, but is it really gonna be enough? Then again, we still have a Blade Master with a lot of items, so maybe he can go for it. There's the stomp, there's the critical strike, but the Frost Armor and the Coil save the Dark Range of 4 now. There's only 1 more Coil though, and the Fiends are starting to fall. Actually, not quite yet, because there is simply no Dust for OrcWorker. And not having Dust is completely ruining him right now. He cannot finish off any of those Fiends without Ensnare or Hex. And since he doesn't have either of that right now, drops a pendant, uses the mana potion. But at this point, is it really enough? The Blade Master has to do so much work. That blade has to cut and cut and cut. And if he still wants to win this game, that blade has to make sure it doesn't stop cutting. There was the death pact for the DK though to keep him alive, but there's no more mana for Coil, so Happy will have to TP out of this if he doesn't want to lose any of his heroes. Still wants to go for that TC though, he can't quite get him though. And he might now lose his Lich due to not TPing in time. Can switch TP in time, and this is OrcWorker's comeback. Here we go. Maybe it's not the full comeback quite yet, Raider still falls as well. But this was pretty nice for OrcWorker. Happy was too greedy in the end. Couldn't swap the TP in time because he got blocked too much. And this game is still open for everyone. I guess it was looking really, really good for Happy, and it's still looking better for Happy nonetheless. But OrcWorker, he's 33 supply against 42. But he realizes that Happy is probably gonna take some time to rebuild his Lich, get some army back again, heal and mana up. So he's instantly going for the tiny Great Hall. And he wants to try to get an advantage that way. Coda doesn't have anything in the belly, so Happy does not know about this. He could expect it though. Although at this point, well, I don't know, at least if I was Happy, I wouldn't expect this kind of a greedy expansion. Like, it's really greedy. But it is OrcWorker, he likes to be greedy oftentimes actually, so... Either way, Happy even going for a sacrificial pit. With which he will scout quite soon. And the tiny Great Hall. Keep in mind it's 600 gold for the tiny Great Hall, so it doesn't pay off as fast as a normal expansion. But it of course finishes a lot more quickly as well, so if you're gonna go straight for it. It actually pays off earlier than a straight up expansion. But like, you have to mine gold for longer, but you can also mine gold like earlier on, so... Anyway, you get the point. Blade Master was checking for some items at the marketplace, didn't find anything valuable there. And now the shade is moving out, second shade is being produced as well. And Lich is about to come back. And Happy is instantly gonna go for the expansion skirt. 49 supply for OrcWorker against 55 on Happy's side. Happy doesn't have any items store right now. OrcWorker already has the Invul Potion. Sells the altar as well now, because he's basically gonna be going for one final potion anyway. Potion of Mana on the DK now as well. And OrcWorker, he's about to get a Troll Berserker here. Maybe not. Is he gonna go for Auger Mauler? Yeah, he actually is gonna go for the Auger Mauler. Which I guess is not too bad, to at least have some kind of normal damage against the Fees. But the Blade Master has to be careful here, goes for some nice res on the statue. But this expansion already paid off. It paid off at 11,900 gold basically. So you got a bonus 500 gold out of it already. Needs to be able to use it in time though. 59 against 59 supply, and it's only climbing and climbing for OrcWorker at this point. Another Invul Pot is ready. Nicely done by OrcWorker. He had full inventory, doesn't want to sell any of those items, so he sold his own Invul Pot to just pick up the other one in the shop to prevent Heavy from buying it. That was really the best thing that OrcWorker could do at this point there. So, I mean, it's not nice to sell an Invul Pot, would have been nice on a T0 Shadowhunter, but he wouldn't have been able to swap it in time. And let's go, there's already the TC focus coming in. Instant Invul Pot though. OrcWorker is swapping that one, getting a decent stomp here. Kodobeast getting a Fiend as well, has to be careful though, it's about to die. Not being microed back, Lich has to be careful as well, that there's no Invul Potion for him. No heal potion either, and is there a coil in time? There will be a coil in time, there we go. TC is in quite some trouble, he will die this time. Shadowhunter could not heal with him in time, he was about to though. The Blightmaster still has one more Windwalk, and 2 destroyers died already. It's 49 against 56 supply in favor of OrcWorker, but there's also a lot of skeletons thanks to the level 2 Dark Arrow from Dark Ranger. Blightmaster though, he's hitting that Lich really heavily. There are still 2 more calls though with the Mana Potion, there we go. But the Lich has to be careful, no more Nova. Still a lot of income for OrcWorker, so he's gonna get quite some reinforcements here. Whereas Happy, his base is a lot further away. His reinforcements take longer to arrive. And he also has less income. Dark Ranger is in quite some trouble now. That was his last coil for now. He will have another coil quite soon, but will that really be enough? Last healing wave for OrcWorker as well, but he still has the healing potion on Blade. Level 3 critical strike as well, and going for that insane focus on the DK. Death Pack keeping him alive for now, at least give him some HP back by Death Packing a skeleton. But now he's completely out of mana. That Lich will probably not survive that. There's still a healing potion on Shadowhunter to keep that one alive, so he's okay. And the Blightmaster, he really wants a DK, but I don't think he can get him. Now turning around, he might not be able to get the DK, but there's the Ensnare on the Lich. Blightmaster is about to have another Windwalk, there we go. He's going for it, he's going straight for the shop. He wants to prevent the Lich from buying an Invul Pot, but it doesn't even matter. Lich would have liked to go for TP instead anyway, probably. But the Blightmaster can finish that Lich off. Ensnare is about to be ready again, so he can also surround the Dark Range if he wants to. He can also just go for it with those critical strikes then. There's double Ensnare ready. The Dark Ranger is dead. Happy knows it, and it's GG. Nicely played by OrcWorker. The fight at his base was really close. Was able to come back into it though. And that greedy, well, kinda greedy expansion, it really paid off. And OrcWorker is going into this best of 5 with a 1-0 lead.